We go live in 3, 2, 1. Roll the footage. Welcome back, everybody. What if you could hang out with sprinters and ask them about their problems, their workflows, and their solutions? That's exactly what we do here on the Strategy Sprints podcast every day for you and with you. Today, we will uncover how to grow via influencers, what keeps influencers awake at night, how to approach an influencer, and what types of collaborations you can do with them. Welcome, everybody, the founder of Clava, AJ Picard.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Super cool. What is an influencer?
Yeah, so in my opinion, an influencer is an individual or that has a community of people following them based off of the content they either create or post. And they use these communities to continue to grow or to promote brand deals and generate revenue that way. But a lot of these influencers just have really massive communities.
And why did you found Clava?
Yeah, so great question. I founded Clava because influencers are still very new. We're talking about, only about 6 or 7 years old. And what I saw was the issue of not being able to generate revenue without having to promote other brands or products, right? A lot of these influencers are getting getting a lot of inbound calls from a bunch of companies asking them to promote their products. And what we were trying to do was create a platform that allows them to be themselves and then more importantly, pay them. And so that's kind of what we're doing with Clava. We allow them to host exclusive lives, like a live video, that only a certain amount of people can join, and you have to pay to join, which in the end pays the influencer, but more importantly, drives up the excitement and the exclusivity around what they're doing on their live in Clava. So that's pretty much our goal and what we're trying to do.
What keeps influencers awake at night?
Yeah, I think the main, pretty much what I just said, and that's finding a way to make money for their brand and work full time. Because right now, a lot of influencers, they're getting a bunch of like inbound inquiries from a bunch of other brands and businesses. But the issue with that is right now they're trying to camouflage how to promote these products so they can get paid, because their communities are catching on to them promoting products that they're probably not even using. They're just promoting it just to get paid. And so I think that is the main issue right now for influencers, having a platform that pays them the right way and they give them the ability to work on their brand full time.
And on the other side, you have companies coming in, and the companies have to pay to be on the platform, right? It's a two-sided market.
For Clava? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So actually, these influencers, let's just say like we had an influencer that let's just say we have an influencer that's a musician, right? And they're dropping an album tomorrow. They could go on Clava today and they could go live and announce that only 1,000 people are going to be able to listen to their album a day before they drop it tomorrow. Right. So now they're creating this little exclusivity effect inside of Clava, and those first 1,000 fans are going to get access to content that they're not going to be able to get access to anywhere else. And then the best part about that is this influencer will get paid for doing this, and they drive up the excitement around what they're doing. So it's really not brands coming over. We want to kind of separate that, and we want to give the influencers the ability just to like decide on an exclusive type of event on this live that their community is not going to get access to anywhere else.
And who can apply to be an influencer? What are the criteria?
Yeah, so the influencers, when they go and sign up on Clava, we actually get a notification, and we'll do our due diligence to look at their profiles and look at what they're doing, because at the same time we don't want just a regular person getting on Clava saying they're an influencer when they're really not. So pretty much they'll apply, they'll get access to the app, and if they don't meet the guidelines that we're looking for, then we kind of just reach out to them and let them know, like, hey, this isn't, you're not really matching up to the type of person we kind of want for the platform. But mainly we get a lot of people around just content creating. I mean, a lot of tutorials. We're working on artists sharing exclusive tracks or music tracks that haven't even dropped yet, focusing on fitness influencers, people that work out, that want to host like exclusive workouts or how-to training sessions. That's pretty much the type of influencer we want in the platform, someone that has a legit brand and can like create legitimate content, not just someone that, doesn't really just might be attractive, and has a lot of followers because they're attractive. We want someone that has a legitimate brand and, create really cool content in Clava.
And what makes a legitimate brand? Is it the number of followers? Is it the frequency of posting, the engagement rate, community KPIs like DAO Mao? Or what is it?
Yeah, another great question. To me, I personally think it's all about the content they create. If they're creating really cool, if like for instance, like an artist, like a painter, I'm sure their posts are around how to paint. Maybe they're getting requests from the community to paint something. Those are the type of people we want to have in Clava, because to me, that is something that is a legit brand. You have a skill set and you're showing people how to use the skill set or how to become someone like themselves. And it just gives us a great reason to have them in Clava, because they're going to get paid for sharing that content now.
Cool. You get now to pick one person. When everybody's zigging, this person is zagging, and you can pick this one person and they get the strategy award after one word from our sponsors.
Okay.
Hey, if you love what you are hearing, you will love our free masterclasses. Go grab them at strategysprints.com.
You can pick only one. Who do you pick?
Yeah, I'm going to actually pick someone on my team. I'm going to go with his name's Jonathan. I call him John, but he's out in LA. And the reason why I'm giving him this award is because he has a ton of connections to influencers out in LA. And that is the main issue. That was the main issue we were facing throughout this process, is getting in front of influencers to talk to them about coming on Clava and explaining the benefits, where John has a lot of connections over there with influencers. So he gave us the opportunity to get in front of a lot of them and schedule, lives that they can host in Clava and help get us off the ground and running. So definitely giving them that award.
What are 3 books that inspired you?
3 books. Definitely Steve Jobs' biography, Elon Musk's biography, and then one more. Let's see. I forget this author's name, but he was an ex-army guy. Pretty much, it's like a motivational book, pretty much explaining like pushing through your weaknesses, and no matter how hard it gets, keep going forward. But the top 2 are Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. Hearing their stories and the stuff they went through is super inspiring.
David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me? No. Okay. What are you excited about with Clava? Where is Clava in 3 years?
Yeah, so in 3 years, I want Clava to definitely be top 5 biggest social app on the market. My goal with Clava as a brand right now is just to help creatives as much as possible. Right now, the only creative focused platform we see is Patreon. What we want to do is obviously get off the ground and running this year with the current features we have, but later, as we start to build a community, really start branching out and giving these creatives the ability to, just generate more money for their brand and to help them in any way possible, so that when they think about growing their brand, they're thinking about Clava first. And we have other plans other than just this app. So there's a lot of things in the works. We just got to get off the ground and running.
Some people say we are in the gig economy now. The old economy is gone. The gig economy is here. Single creators who have skills, who share them with their audience, have micro communities. And that is the new TV. That's the new radio. That's the new everything.
Yep.
What's your take on this? What trends do you see?
I was just reading this article on this, actually. And it's the gig economy versus the creator economy. I almost positive, but literally, I think this is where everything's moving. I mean, there's just so much content on the internet that people want to continue to learn and continue to get better. And a lot of these, the younger generation in particular, are obsessed with these creators. And so when you have a massive community, as I'm sure you know, you have a lot of power. And I think a lot of these creatives don't even know how much power they have. And so we want to give them a platform like Clava to give them the tools to show how much power they really have, and to show that, all this hard work that they put into building this community, which is very difficult, they can monetize off that and let this be their full-time job. So I really do think it's going to start shifting that way. And that's why you kind of see TikTok rolling out features, trying to pay creators. Instagram's trying to add some features to help creators. Like, they need creators on their app because that's where the communities are. And if these apps have communities, they're making more money through ads and whatnot. But the creators, it's going to be a very hard shift over the next 3 or 5 years. And if an app can, when Clava starts really growing, we want to be the front runner in, the app that is really just focused on these creators and helping them out.
What are some examples you are proud of people who came on Clava and then did a launch and it was helpful?
Yeah, so great question. We actually just launched, so we've only had about 2 lives, and they were just like exclusive question and answer lives that their fans could come on and ask them some questions, which was cool. But we are really excited on June 3rd, where we have a really big creative. He is a Christian artist. His name is Big Nick. He's going to be hosting a exclusive listening party for his album that he's dropping on June 4th, on June 3rd in Clava. And he has about 1 million some followers. He has a really loyal following community. So we're really excited for that, because that's probably the most exclusive event we're having in Clava to date. And we're just really excited to see the outcome of that.
Where can people get more of AJ Picard?
Yeah, definitely follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's just for Twitter, it's a little tricky with the username, but it's pretty much a PIC_K_A_card_, like my last name, like pick a card. And then it's pretty much the same thing on Instagram. You just type in AJ Picard, you'll find me. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
And who should be my next guest?
Oh, next guest. So actually, I do really do like, my one buddy just kind of started his own podcast as well, and it's called Molding the Mindset, and he just has a lot of entrepreneurs on there talking about how do you get in the mindset to become an entrepreneur, issues that you're facing, all this type of stuff. And so someone like him might be, a good fit, considering that when he just started, but he really focuses on getting entrepreneurs onto the show to talk about adversity and where they're trying to go.
Super cool. Thank you, AJ, for being on the show, showing your journey and sharing your wisdom with us. Please come back soon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Avoid trying to do thousands of things that doesn't work. We have 274 templates for your business success. Reach your ambitious goals with one-on-one sprint coach. We double your revenue